Welcome to another episode of the free VST Plugin Detective, where I review, test out, and demonstrate various free VSTs. This is the Etherealwinds Harp DOS. This is made by Versilian Studios, and I've done a bunch of their plugins already. They always are great quality ones. This, right off the bat, my rating is a 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna grab my water, actually. Some cotton mouth. 4.5 out of 5 is my FRECCERO rating. Got a little cotton mouth. Been filming a lot of videos today. Anyway, so jump back into this. I love this plugin. This is my track, I'll Be There. Just to let you know, it is very CPU intensive. And not only am I filming this video, I'm obviously using Ableton and all the plugins within it. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a preview of this track. I know, some shameless self-promotion. But obviously on the series, I like to show you not only how the VST sounds, but how it can be used in an actual track, or, you know, how I've personally used it. So I'm going to show you a little bit in the intro where I used it. I'll show you some of the drop, or however much I can based on my CPU. So I'll show you a little bit here. Right, so for this song, I'm kind of going for like a cinematic type feel, and then I'll show you the drop. We'll see how much I can. We'll see how much I can play given the CPU. Let's see. So for this one, I was kind of going for like not a super heavy song, but kind of like a rock feel with some cinematicness in there. And obviously, I really wanted a harp for this song, and so the Etherealwinds 2 is perfect for this, or the Harp 2, excuse me. So I'm going to solo it. I'm going to play it on its own. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so you can clearly hear it. Really, really good sound quality. I mean, Versilian Studios, I mean, if there's a plugin by them, I usually don't even question if it's going to be good or not. Like, it's always going to be good. I'll play you some now to show you kind of the register and, you know, the spectrum. So on the low end, going up higher, even higher. To me, this is like the sweet spot of the VST. If you notice, most instrument VSTs, I mean, I guess this is true for instruments in general, those really, really low notes or those really, really high notes sometimes don't come out as great. To me, this is kind of the sweet spot of the instrument when I'm playing right now. And then even higher. Again, still within that sweet spot. And now we get to the upper register. Now, as you can see, I have right here the articulation is normal. Basically, C2, or basically an octave below middle C, all the way up to A6. And you can obviously see the spectrum here. Obviously, anything that's dark, you can still click, but you're not going to get a sound. But I can still click. So you can hear the spectrum. Now, in case you're curious why it's a 4.5 out of 5, sometimes I explain my my rating, other times I don't. In this case, I just will. I feel like this GUI is great. Obviously, you have volume, pan, reverb. You have your ADSR or TAC, decay, sustain, and release. Your instrument, obviously, just instrument. And articulation, just articulation. The only reason why I didn't give it a full 5 is because on a lot of their other plugins and other plugins, they have more articulation settings. So if you notice, if I click instrument, it's just the harp. And when I click articulation, well, nothing really happens. And on some of their other plugins, some of the other plugins that I reviewed by them, you may remember, especially if you've seen those videos, that there's a special section, usually in the lower register, that I can activate different articulation settings. So for example, whether I want it to be some tremolo, if I want it to be piano or forte, basically just other ways to make it more interesting with articulation rather than just the normal one. But obviously this doesn't have any other articulation settings besides just normal. Other than that though, honestly, you really can't beat this plugin, especially for something like a harp. I was actually surprised, because for this track, obviously because I wanted to be a bit cinematic, I was like, oh, it'd be great if I had like a harp, like that kind of, it almost gives it a, I don't know what the right word is, like a mythological feel, having a harp in it. And I was surprised and shocked that there was a VST. I guess, well, there's VSTs for everything, but a harp is obviously more of a rare instrument. And so I was shocked that not only is there a harp plugin, but that it's free and it's this good. And also you heard, the melody, I'll play it again, that I made. The sound quality is awesome. Like I've mentioned numerous times, when Versilian Studios makes a plugin, you don't even question the quality. You know it's going to be good. And playing it one more time, just to say too, that clicking in the beginning is just my CPU. Actually, I'll play some chords too. Why not? Because especially for these videos, I find a lot of people are more interested in how the plugin sounds. So, what's that? So obviously you can hear the chords as well as just the single notes being played. Amazing sound quality. Definitely check out this plugin. I have a list below in the description. It's free, so I don't know why you wouldn't download it. I mean, obviously, harp, I know is more of a unique, specific instrument as opposed to, it being like a very more mainstream. But especially if you want like a nice little harp melody in your track, like I did. If you just want to use it for like one quick low notes here and there. Obviously, it does have a very string-like quality to it. Obviously, that's just the nature of the harp because it is strings. But obviously, if you're looking for something to like, you could almost have that in the background as a little cool just effect, just to have some nice, sprinkles on top of your already produced track. So definitely check it out. In addition to check out my track, I'll be there. I have a list below in the description. But, like I've said so many times, I'm going to repeat myself one more time. Anytime Versilian Studios makes a plugin, especially if it's free, you got to download it. And this example is exactly along lines with that because I was blown away with this plugin by the quality of it. Especially for a rare instrument like a harp, they absolutely nailed the sample quality. Such a great plugin. Definitely check it out.